Hi my beauties, so today I have a tutorial for you guys and I am super excited because this is the second addition to Where the Light Is. This is the second quad from Kathleenlights and the Colourpop collab. Let me tell you, Kathleen is my favorite YouTuber of life, okay? So I love supporting her. I have pretty much every collab she has come out with, you know, no exception to all of her other stuff. It's just insanely beautiful. Even though this is called Where the Night Is, I definitely don't want you guys to think that these colors are not wearable. Now, of course, I went a little bit all out, you know, because I love my girl Kat, and I really wanted to really showcase every color in this quad, but you can definitely make this wearable. And when I saw all these colors, you guys are gonna think that I'm weird, but when I first saw all these colors, I was like, oh my gosh, this quad reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. It reminds me of the Enchanted Rose. You got the chartreuse, you got the beautiful rose shades, and I guess keeping along with the Enchanted Rose theme, you have this little dark number here, and it kind of looks like the dirt. I also want to mention that the first quad works really well in conjunction with this one, so you can definitely mix it up, be creative. And I actually have two of her colors here from her first quad. I have Kathleenlights and I forgot the other name of this one. It starts with a B, and Blaze. So I do have two of her other colors from her other quad, and I have to say that the warm colors in her first quad really work well with the colors here, because you do have some greens and this darker shade here, and I don't know, it just works. She knows what she's doing. Let me tell you guys, as soon as I got this package, telepathy was all up in my eyeballs. This is such a beautiful chartreuse color. The texture of this is amazing. Just the overall quality of all of these colors are definitely top notch. Like, they're even better than the Colourpop shadows in their normal line, which is insane because I love the normal range of the Colourpop shadows, but this quad is just incredible. The quality is so good. And I'm not just saying that because I love Kat. I'm just saying that because it's true. I've been absolutely loving greens lately. I had this all over my lid, and then I put Makeup Geek's Frappe and Chickadee on my crease. And then on my lower lash line, I had Dirty Martini, and it was such a gorgeous look. If you think that this green isn't wearable, apply a warm shade to your crease and it changes the game, guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys in the next one. So today's look requires a lot of blending. I will be using a lot of colors in my crease since I am creating a pretty blown out crease. I'm using Creme Brûlée and Peach Smoothie right now. Mixing the two shades together makes the perfect transition shade for me. So with a fluffy brush, I am just applying that into my crease very lightly. As you can see, my hands are at the end of the ferrule, and that just creates a very diffused transition shade. To add a little bit more warmth, I'm taking Frappe from Makeup Geek and also applying that onto my crease with the same fluffy brush. And then taking a little bit more of a preciser brush and Bitten from Makeup Geek. This is a beautiful burgundy matte shade, and I am being a little more precise with this color, but I am also applying this onto my crease and also up into the inner corners, as you can see there, because again, I want this to be really blown out. So the first Colourpop shadow that I will be using is Weenie, which is named after Celine Weenie, which is Kathleen's and Danny's little doggy. And I am applying this on my lid. This is a beautiful warm rose gold. It is stunning and very easy to apply. And then I am taking Porter, which is also named after their other doggy, and this is a beautiful shimmery burgundy. It's very similar to Bitten. It's like the shimmery version of Bitten. It is stunning. So taking a pointed pencil brush, I am pretty much creating the shape that I want, which is pretty much an outer V, but it's more of a almond shape. So I am bringing this color into the lower lash line, into like the mid lower lash line, and then I'm also bringing it up into my crease. And so pretty much I'm just building the color and just creating the shape that I want, and you will see how it looks. And then I blend it out with the same fluffy brush that I used on the Bitten shade. I wanted to clean up that crease area and also diffuse it a little bit, so I took Peach Smoothie and Creme Brûlée again and just cleaned up that area. And then I wanted to add a little bit of pink to the top of my crease, like the high point, so I took Cupcake and Simply Marlena Mix those two colors together and just blend that into the crease. And now for the star of the show, Telepathy. This is a beautiful bright chartreuse. I'm taking a small angled brush and using this as my liner, guys. And I have to say that Colourpop shadows are perfect for liners, and they're so easy to use. If you like gel liners, these are perfect. And I really love this color in combination with the beautiful rosy shades. So this is just a stunning, stunning color. And then I am taking a smaller like liner brush and just applying that to the ends to make a more precise wing. And then I cleaned up the edge with a baby wipe. Lost a little bit of my wing with the baby wipe, so I just fixed it with the liner brush again. Faux lashes that I used are Kiss lashes in the style Ritzy with some duo adhesive. I also tight lined with a black liner, which I will list down below. And then for highlight, I applied Vanilla from Makeup Geek onto my brow bone and also onto my inner corner. And now for my face. So I used two primers today. I used the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer, which I love, and I definitely compare this to the Hourglass one. It is super hydrating. Definitely not good for oily skin people, but for my dry skin, it is amazing. And it doesn't break me out, which is also amazing. And then the second primer that I use is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is amazing if you want a really nice glow. This isn't super hydrating, so if you have oily skin and you still want a glow, this is a great product. So now for my under eyes, I'm using the e.l.f. Under Eye Hydrating Primer. This is amazing, and this makes your concealer just glide right on. I definitely would suggest using a powder after though, because it doesn't prevent creasing though. So now I'm using a Physicians Formula concealer. This is the Concealer Twins, and it has a highlighting shade and a regular concealer shade. So I'm taking the yellow shade, which is the highlight shade, and applying this on all of the high points of my face and using a beauty blender to blend it all out. And I really like the brightening effect that this gives. Now I'm taking the Becca Matte Skin Shine Proof Foundation. I haven't used this foundation in such a long time, and I figured I would try a beauty blender with it. Although with a beauty blender, it doesn't give you much coverage. It just gives you a very light to medium coverage, so just a fair warning if you have this foundation. I'm in the shade Nude for reference, but I do like the overall look that it gave. So now taking the other side of the Physicians Formula Concealer Twins concealer. This is more of a beige shade, even though it still is very brightening. And I'm just placing this underneath my eyes. That definitely brightened up my under eyes. As you guys can see, I did try baking with the banana powder. And I already contoured and all that jazz. Contoured, bronzed, and then just highlighted with the banana powder. And then for blush, I'm taking the LA Colors Berry Plum Blush. This is quite a intense berry shade. It's very, very pigmented for a blush that only costs $1, which I'm very surprised. So I did blend that out with a fluffy brush. And then for lips, I went with a beautiful nude shade from LA Colors in the shade Natural Shine. So to finish off the eyes, I am taking Bitten again with a small fluffy brush and placing this on the lower lash line and really just smoking this out. I really wanted my lower lash line to be really sultry and dark, so I'm taking Midnight from the quad, and with a smudger brush I'm placing this into my lower lash line. And this is a gorgeous color because yes, it is a black, but since it has a ton of gold sparkle in it, it actually turns into more of a charcoal black, so it's a little bit more subdued, and the gold is just stunning. So now I'm taking the Telepathy shade again and placing this on the center of my lower lash line, just add a little something. And with the gold from the Midnight shade and the chartreuse, it just adds a really nice dimension. And lastly, I almost forgot about highlight. This is the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, and I am applying this with a flat foundation brush. If you hate flat foundation brushes, they make a really great highlight brush, so just a FYI. So I'm just highlighting the cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my forehead. So that completes this look, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed. And if you love this quad, definitely check out the Colourpop website. I will link it down below. And go head over to Kathleen's channel and tell her I sent you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys.